Hi everyone, it's Mel. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to make 4 delicious breakfast items that will last us for the next 4 weeks, Monday through Friday. It's quick, it's simple, it's going to save us time, no running to the store, and it's going to save us money. No running to the store. Let's do it. Okay, here are all of our ingredients to make our delicious breakfast wrap. We're gonna have our spinach wrap there, peppers, red pepper, orange pepper, sausage. You can use any kind of sausage you like, eggs, 2 potatoes that we're going to dice, some salt to taste, and cheese. Next, we're going to oil our pan for our breakfast potatoes. So we're going to peel the skin, get that nice and clean, and then we're going to slice into small pieces. I like slicing it into small pieces because it helps to cook faster when the potatoes are smaller. We'll get those all into the pan. Here I'm just using extra seasoning, so this is pepper and garlic. And then we put the pan into our oven that's already preheated at 400 degrees. Next, we can get our peppers sliced, take out the seeds. And I like using 2 kinds of peppers because the flavor is delicious, but I also like having the colors in my food. It just makes me feel like when I'm eating it, it feels great. It feels fun. I'm going to slice half of an onion, a red onion, and that will help give it a nice, rich, robust flavor. So I have my skillet on a low to medium heat with some olive oil inside. And we throw in the onions, throw in the pepper, and you just let that saute on the stove for roughly 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes on low to medium heat. Now we want to add our eggs. You can use whichever eggs you prefer. I like using an egg substitute, and I poured the entire container in there, and that is the equivalent to about 6 medium-sized eggs. Add a little salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. Next, we're going to get our breakfast sausage going. That's on low to medium heat as well, and let that get nice and brown. As you see, the eggs are starting to cook and our sausage is starting to turn brown. You can use any type of tortilla wrap. I like using this brand, the spinach soft shell tortilla wrap. It just provides like an extra flavor, extra taste, and it's really yummy. Okay, so we are now ready to assemble our breakfast burritos. So I have cheese here. I'm going to put the hot eggs on top of the cheese. That will help to melt the cheese. Our sausage, our peppers and onions will go in next. And we can get that going. Now you want to, when you're wrapping it, fold in the sides. That will help to keep all of the ingredients in, and just pinch and fold as you go and tuck in tightly. And so you can add or subtract any of the ingredients that you like. If you want like a different style burrito, You can make some without the eggs, or you can make some without the sausage, or you can make some without the potatoes. So I did 3 without potatoes. The next 3, I will use potatoes just to have something different when we're eating our breakfast burritos in the morning. Switch it up. Now, this was a pretty massive size burrito, so I'm using the knife. I don't recommend you do this if you're not comfortable, but I'm using the knife to help keep all of the ingredients inside as I get a nice, firm tuck in on the burrito wrap. And there we have it, just tuck and roll, tuck and roll. Okay, we have all of our burritos ready to go. And so now what I'm doing is putting it on the grill because this, and or heated, it's heated with some oil. This will help to get our wrap a little toasted, which I love, but also it will help to keep the burrito closed and secured. I mean, and these are just so convenient, so delicious. You have one for every day of the work week, Monday through Friday. I even made an extra one in case, I can share with a friend or a colleague. Now we flip them over, get them nice and brown on the other side. So pretty, nice crispy brown, lightly toasted breakfast burritos for a whole week. No need to stop at the store. No need to pay these crazy prices that we have to pay now when we go into the store because food prices have gone up so much. It's crazy. So now we have a full week's worth of breakfast and we can just go straight to the office or to the gym or before we take the kids to school and we are ready to go. We have a nice, healthy meal. We know where it came from. We know it's safe to eat. And it's just really delicious. These are one of my favorites. Go to quick breakfast meals. Now we can store them in our freezer safe baggie and just pop one out individually wrapped as we need them. And we're good to go. Okay, the next breakfast item up is our breakfast quiche. Now, I started putting these together. I didn't realize that I wasn't recording, but essentially, we're going to use some of the peppers that we use for the burritos. We have some left over, so we're putting in the green peppers, the orange peppers. We're putting in the sausage that we use from our breakfast burrito. We have some of that left over. And I had some spinach in the refrigerator. I just chopped some spinach, rough chopped, and put that in there as well for some really great color and really great protein. And top that off with an egg. Well, for me, the container egg. Put that in our oven, preheated at 375, for about 15 minutes, depending on how hot your oven gets. You check it, make sure it's rise quite nicely. That means it's ready to come out. Look how yummy and pretty our egg breakfast quiche looks. I mean, my goodness, we have it totally packed with egg and sausage and peppers and spinach, a little sprinkling of shredded cheese or not, depends on what you like. But look how beautiful this is. It comes out so easily as we unwrap it, and it is just ready to go. You have breakfast quiche for an entire week. Our third breakfast item, this one I must say, I think is my favorite. This is the blueberry corn muffin, and we're going to make 6. Again, we're making breakfast Monday through Friday, but if we have a little extra, that's fine too. It's really simple, really easy. I'm going to use the Jiffy cornbread mix because it's easy. We want this to be an easy peasy breakfast meal. We're going to add to the Jiffy corn mix 1/3 cup of milk. Now, if you want to make this from scratch, you totally can, but I want it easy and delicious. And we're going to add 1/4 cup of melted butter. Whisk that in, making sure to get rid of all of the bumps and lumps in your mix, and add the equivalent to 1 egg and whisk that in nicely until it's soft. I have a little secret ingredient that I like to use, and it's syrup. Okay, so I'm going to add frozen blueberries to the mix, and I got a little heavy-handed when pouring the blueberries, but that's okay. I love blueberries, so it was fine for me, but try not to pour half a bag of blueberries in your corn mix. Okay, so we're just going to take our ice cream scooper and scoop in, if we can help it, even amounts. That was too much, but even amounts of our mix. And we're going to divide it evenly amongst the 6 slots that we have. Next, we're going to pop it in our oven that is preheated at 375 for 20 minutes or 25. Okay, we're going to recreate this breakfast sandwich shown here on this picture. I do really love bacon, egg, and cheese, but I cannot eat real cheese or bacon. So use the cheese and bacon that you love. I'm going to use the bacon that I can use, which is a vegan bacon. But I would recommend that you use any style of bacon that you like for this breakfast meal. We're going to cut in half our English muffin, slightly toast it, which is what I'm doing here now, just so that it has a little bit of a crunch when we bite into our bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Okay, next we want to put our slice of cheese on each bread so that it can melt. That cheese melted perfectly. Okay, so now we can add our eggs that we had left over from our other breakfast meals. I didn't have, though, enough egg. I thought I had another container in my refrigerator, but I didn't. That's okay, because you're going to make 5 of these bacon, egg, and cheese. Look how delicious. Oh, this was really my second favorite. Well, maybe my first favorite. It's tied. It's tied. It was just so delicious. But you make 5, and that way you have enough for Monday through Friday. Next up, our last breakfast item. Look, we took her out of the oven. Look how pretty our blueberry corn muffins turned out to be. Now, I left her in there maybe 2 minutes too long, but that's okay. Stick some butter in the middle and she's good to go. Okay, so there you have it. We have 4 delicious breakfast meals that is just waiting for us in our freezer. We can run and grab it before we have to run out Monday through Friday when our mornings are just so busy and sometimes so hectic and chaotic. And also, we're going to save tons of money, tons of time. What's better than that? Yeah. So this blueberry corn muffin recipe, delicious. I'm going to let these finish cooling on our cooling rack, and then I will wrap them up individually You can actually put these in the refrigerator if you're going to eat them sooner than later. You don't have to put them in the freezer. But if you do put them in the freezer, just pop them in the oven, a toaster oven if you're going into the office, and you're good to go. Wasn't that so easy? I mean, it took us a little time, but we knocked out a whole month's worth of breakfast in one like setting. So like an hour and a half to 2 hours to make them all. Not bad at all if you ask me. Okay, so let me know which one is your favorite. I hope you subscribe so we can see more videos like this. And yeah, everyone, take care.